Inductive reasoning gives us believable conclusions, but as we just worked through, we can prove conclusions by inductive reasoning false, given a specific counterexample. Deductive reasoning more often guarantees reliable results, as long as the assumptions are based on accurate information. So as long as that rule that you're basing your conclusion on from deductive reasoning is that rule is accurate, your conclusion is going to be accurate. Mathematical statements that are proved by deductive reasoning, so we guarantee these are true, these are called theorems. The most popular theorem in math that you may have already heard about, if not, we will talk about it later this semester, but the Pythagorean theorem. The Pythagorean theorem says that in a right triangle, the square of the hypotenuse side equals the sum of the square of the legs. So the condition that we have to meet, or the rule that we have to meet, that has to be true, is this fact that we are working in a right triangle. So as long as we're working in a right triangle, then our conclusion, the square of the hypotenuse side is equal to the sum of the square of the other two sides, that's always going to hold true. That is a theorem. If we're not in a right triangle, we can't guarantee that conclusion holds. But in a right triangle, it always holds. So let's use deductive reasoning to fill in the correct conclusion for the argument below. We're given that a local animal shelter only allows residents of the county it is located in to adopt animals from the shelter. So that is a rule that we are taking as completely accurate information. So there's rule 1. Julian is a resident of the county the shelter is located in. That is another rule that we're taking as completely accurate information. So in this case, there's 2 rules. With these rules, the conclusion that we can make then, based on deductive reasoning. So if these rules are absolutely true, the conclusion we make is that Julian can adopt an animal from the shelter. By deductive reasoning, we are given 2 facts that are absolutely true. Using those 2 facts, we can draw the conclusion that Julian can adopt an animal from the shelter. So deductive reasoning gives us statements based on accurate information where our conclusion will be true.